Wait, is this live? Am I doing this thing now?
Anytime.
Oh, yeah, y'all. It is that time once again for your boy, Fred Velvet, to lay down a thick, healthy slice of tender loving care, baby. And we about to do an R&B shout out, baby. Something we are so used to at the Noodle House, where we show some love and affirmation to somebody special. And tonight, we're going to slow things down, baby, for none other than the enablers, baby, enabling me to do some very naughty things, financially, physically, mentally, but always respectfully. Your boy Fred Velvet's got some deep-rooted, fierce love for each and every one of them, baby. You ignite my lightsaber any day. Ooh-wee. Without further ado, it is your enablers, baby.
You don't stop, dude. Even if you're dead tired, it still goes.
One gear.
Just one gear. It's 0, 100.
All gas, no brakes.
That's right. That's right. I don't understand it sometimes. I don't understand it.
Well, Fred, man, that's what people would expect when they come to your Twitch channel.
Yes.
What's going on with the camera?
This is exactly what they expect.
Lowering his death.
Right.
That was so smooth.
I'm just getting comfortable. You guys are the one that's making it awkward. I'm still I'm in frame still. You know?
What a professional.
Wait a minute. Do we need standing desks now?
I have a standing desk. What have you been doing?
Oh, all right.
Sitting like a chump.
Well, whatever. Points of Fred. I'm gonna buy one.
Points. There we go. I'll shoot you a link, dude. Amazon.
Yeah, send that link, dude.
Fred, you have been getting points like crazy in one weekend. You know, you met us for the first time in person. You know, we've chatted on the internet, but then like Mario and Kyle and the other enablers, you know, you kind of met them and talked to them for the first time, right?
Fred and I go way back though. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I left that
right.
They know.
Way back.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, I mean, Yoko, Kevin, I've known you guys mostly through conversations on the internet, obviously. But this was the first time meeting IRL, and it didn't seem like that was the case. And we kind of just, hit the ground running as if we were just talking on the internet, but I'm facing you face to face. And then Mario, Kyle, Mike, Prime, all of everybody that we encountered.
Prime.
Right. I mean, they're an extension of you guys, and they're the company you guys keep, and so obviously a friend of y'all's is a friend of mine. But I don't know. I guess you could either hate me or love me when I'm at 100% all the time. And luckily I got the I got the latter, so I guess I was lucky.
Oh man, what's not to love?
You were lucky, Fred.
And for people who are watching this later, if you don't know, Fred streams on Twitch. Why don't you let people know what you do there?
That's right. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday night, twitch.tv/PanFredNoodoh. We have the Noodle House, what's said to be the best restaurant on Twitch, in which I build Lego sets. So whether they're large Lego sets such as this Tumbler here, or this Millennium Falcon here, or Razor Crest, or small sets like a bunch of Christmas stuff we're doing in the next couple of weeks, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday night. Chill vibes, some chaos, some R&B shout outs like I did earlier, some noodle dances, and everything in between. So
it's awesome, man. Like after we met you, we met you on Saturday for Frank and Sons. We didn't see you Sunday, but then we saw you at Disney on Monday. But on Sunday, like, we were all watching your stream. We were sitting at this picnic table style dinner, and everyone had their phone
right now.
playing your stream because we just missed your energy.
Yeah.
It was just hilarious, man.
I love that photo. It looks like that that old painting of like the family at Thanksgiving where they're like all looking at the camera, but we're all looking towards Fred.
Yeah.
Was it a Renaissance painting of us watching Fred on Twitch?
It's a Norman Rockwell painting. It's from like the
Okay.
20s, but it's like the American family, but they're all gathered around PanFredNoodoh.
Dude, the best thing about that photo though is Mike,
Yeah.
like literally dying. He's choking on his food from laughter, and
I've never seen Mike laugh. I've streamed
Yeah.
with him probably
That's the only
100
time I
hours
laughed.
this year. I've never seen him laugh
He was cracking
until he
up.
met you.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, you guys could have told me that, and I wouldn't have believed you.
You didn't
'cause-
believe me. I was telling you.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
I redeemed my first ever Nudo dance to show
that's
them.
right. You
Yeah.
did
That
5,000
might have
channel
been when-
points
That might have been when he was dying, when Mike was dying. I think was
Yeah.
during the Nudo
Yeah.
dance.
when I was
Yeah.
backing it up and dumping it. And
She was really, really
For
trying to
Prime, though.
convert her.
You did like a
shout
shout out for Prime. Was that
Did.
also? Oh, that was the R&B thing, right? For Prime.
it might have been. It might have been.
Sure, we remember that.
Play the video right now.
If
Everybody,
it was for Prime, we don't know.
Yeah, it's all sorts of crazy. I mean, they're just random things to keep the chat engaged. But for doing that for you guys, dude, a nudo dance, like it's no problem.
It
And
actually meant
when you-
something.
right, yeah, exactly. No, but to hear you guys having me on a phone and all you guys gathered around when you guys are eating dinner, and I was like, no way, dude. And I saw that picture and I was dying. I was like, come on, guys.
I know
Come
you did it
on.
with Photoshopped. I'm like, I don't have that kind of skills.
No.
You like,
funny
you
is
mostly do Lego, but you met
Yeah.
us out at Frank and Sons, which is cool. It's close to you, and I think like almost instantly, you spent the whole day with us, and you just gelled with everybody there.
Yeah, man.
So we don't all collect the same things, but we're just a group of good people, and it just kind of worked out. You stuck around, had dinner with us, I think.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
dinner that day? Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you had those birria tacos in which you were just amazed. You were dipping your
Oh, yeah.
tacos in
Well,
that.
well,
Some of us
everyone
had
except
that.
for Yoko had that.
Yeah, that was when Prime canceled my dinner.
That's
Yeah.
right. You had our scraps.
Yeah, I did literally.
Kind sir, scraps
More,
please.
please. No, we broke bread at BJ's.
Yeah,
You
that's
did.
right.
Yeah, that was fun.
We did.
That was
did.
the first time that day.
That's true. 2 meals.
Yeah, no, it was chill, man. I mean, I had fully intended to meet you guys at Frank's.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't sure what you guys were doing in between time, but from there I was gonna head to DesignerCon anyway. And I know to meet up with Yoko, who couldn't leave. And so I'd fully intended to, but you guys were pretty much on the same schedule anyway. So I was like, sure, yeah, I'll eat at BJ's, the establishment, the restaurant, not the other thing.
Yep.
BJ's restaurant and brewery.
I gotta say, Fred, I knew we were bros at BJ's when Kevin had talked about he was like, oh, always bone in. And then he got boneless wings, and we were like, what the hell are you doing? You said always bone in, and you backed me up. You had my back, dude. And I'm like, didn't he just say always bone in? And he got
He
bone in.
was just the person sitting next to you. It was just a matter of convenience. All right. And I was talking about pork chops.
He didn't have to say anything.
You had a knife in
He
your
was
hand.
like, no. We were talking about wings.
It's true.
That's my bro right
At
there.
that point, I was kind of more so your homie, but I'd call you out and be like, wait, you just got glorified chicken tenders.
I love chicken tenders though.
You're right. Chicken, you can't mess up chicken tenders. You're right.
Any new restaurant you go to and you're not sure, it's like, yo, chicken tenders.
Yeah.
'Cause it's hard
Chicky
to mess up.
nuggies, chicky tendies. Can't go
We were
wrong.
good,
Can't-
though.
That's right.
They were good.
I think we all got the boneless wings.
Not I, sir. I don't remember what I got, but it was not wings.
I was not present. I would not have gotten boneless wings, though. I'll tell you that.
You wouldn't have gotten anything. We would have canceled your food again.
You would have had whatever we had left over.
Hey, guys.
Very nice. I'm gonna go install that right after this.
Oh
Man.
my God.
Well, we went to Disney, and you enabled Mike and Mario to get dark sabers.
I
So
did.
that's 200 points each, and it was double
Yeah.
enabler points weekend.
It was.
Right.
That was an 800 point initiation for you. How does that
All
feel?
I mean, all I had to do was bring it, right? Like
Yeah.
it was hanging off, like the blade was hanging off of my bag,
Mhm.
and
But
then
I
I
knew what
had
you were doing, but you played. You were like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it's-
this."
Fred, that's not like a convenient thing to carry around a theme park all day.
no, but I knew what I was.
It looked convenient though. He had a whole like strap.
He made it
system.
look
I'm like,
effortless, and then Mario got it in his hands. He's like, "Oh shit!" What do I
Yeah.
Yeah. The second
No,
Fred let me
I knew what I
hold
was.
it.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing, but at the same time, like I knew that it was gonna come in handy for the dope pictures we took at night.
Yeah.
So even if you guys didn't pick one up, you
Yoko.
know you would want a picture with at least a dark saber in your hand,
Yeah.
which Yoko was wielding,
Mhm.
and all of her comments were like, "Oh my god, yeah, the dark saber!" And I was like,
Yeah.
"That's my
Yeah,
dark
I'm like, she
saber,"
did not
but-
earn that dark saber.
And,
but-
and somehow I did
that's-
not buy one.
But that's
Get it
fine.
from
That's
combat. You
cool.
have to defeat the person who held it before.
Next time though, I might have to get that one next time.
I feel
Yeah.
like you're going to get it next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
you're
it would be
also
points.
a great Disney guide. You knew
Yeah.
everything going on.
I tried to be, and it was a pleasure doing that for you guys, especially knowing that there's some of you guys haven't been there in a long time, or you guys typically do just rides and don't do all the other stuff.
Some of you
Mhm.
guys can't keep
I've
up,
never been there.
We all can. But
even though I knew where I was going.
Yeah,
You're
you walk
right.
way too fast
slow
for.
too, so, you know.
Yeah. You were zipping around, Yoko.
I was walking
Right.
normal speed.
No, but to maximize the enjoyment for everybody is typically what I aim to do, and especially for my homies, dude. Like I wanted you guys to have a freaking blast, and from what the day had offered, considering we were there basically, or you guys were there since opening,
Mhm.
and then basically to close, which is pretty nutty. But and then having to travel between both parks.
Do you
Right.
remember when Mike and I got lost and we were trying to get there to make our appointment?
Thinking about that.
Oh yeah,
Fred, he put Fred on FaceTime. Somebody
Yeah.
put Fred on FaceTime, and he got us there.
But you're also
With the mirrored
downplaying it
image.
because it was mirrored, so he had to do it backwards.
Yeah, dude. I remember at one point he's like, "Where are you at?" And I just threw my phone up in the air, and he's like, "I know exactly where you're at." And he's like, "What you're going to want to do is take 40 paces to your left." And I'm like, "I don't know, but I trust the guy." And then next thing I knew, I saw his face on the phone, and then in real life, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, we're here!"
Yeah, he was
Dude,
like,
that was
tilt
epic.
your head to a 90-degree angle. Do you see
Yeah.
that over there? That's where you're gonna want to turn, and then like you just showed up where we were.
the flip side to that was the people that worked at Savvy's workshop were like wondering what I was doing, because I was just like, it was fairly noisy, so I was not yelling at the phone, but I was talking loud enough for you to hear me.
Yeah.
And so they were just like, what is he doing? And then there was one that seemed to, not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but one seemed to be pretty impressed
Yo, she was impressed for sure.
that I was doing that for you, because I had navigated you from basically Main Street from the beginning through Frontierland and then through like a middle like entrance that is relatively, it's not hidden, but there's no signs really that say this way to
Right.
Galaxy's Edge, or at the bridge it says Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land, or whatever the heck it is. Like
Yeah.
it was just a matter of me knowing where you guys were, and I'm just there enough to to do it. But I was like, okay, I'm talking to people that are slightly intoxicated, so I'm not gonna tell them like
They were extremely intoxicated.
Yeah.
We had just like 4 IPAs in like 7 minutes.
yeah.
Which
So I was
think
like,
that's even the most impressive thing.
right. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say take this many steps. I'm not gonna say it in feet or in inches or meters. It's like, you see water, Yeah, walk towards the water.
Yeah,
when
he
you
did say that.
when you can't walk anymore, you hang a right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I remember it now.
What a pro.
We still got stories. Like I want to hear what happened like when we ditched Kevin to go to Mighty Pins and it was just you and him hanging out.
What the hell did
Oh,
we
he
do?
was. You were opening up your figure.
No. Remember like
Yeah. Thanks for
Kevin-
admitting that you ditched me, by the way, jackass.
On camera.
Yeah, we ditched you.
Because you're like,
Wait.
we're going back to the house. I'll meet you there. And then
No,
the next thing I know, you're sending me
you
pictures
ditched
from a
us
toy
first.
store.
You ditched us first because we were like, oh, we're gonna go home and drink. You're like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll meet you there. And we
What
waited
do you
like
mean?
an
How is that
hour.
ditching you?
And we're like, well, let's go get beer. And then we're like, well, let's stop at Mighty Pins.
So Fred, man, you have work, you have the stream 3 days a week, you are doing cosplay and trooping, man. What else do you hope to do?
I don't know. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Really? I
Yeah.
mean,
Wait, I don't know why I agreed with that. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Your impressions are pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess. I mean, they're okay.
Give
You
it-
want to
give it
taste?
Yeah. Have you guys heard his impressions?
I have, because Fred and I were talking as we were heading out of the park, and we got real. We got about, we talked about our hopes and dreams, and
Whoa.
I think voice acting came up in his.
I think Fred would be a great
Good.
voice actor. Here, give us
awesome.
some Yoda.
Some Yoda?
I feel you. Afraid, are you? Strong. With the force you are. Fear, much fear I sense in you, Kevin. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Good,
that's spot
Yoda.
on.
Awesome.
That's good, because it's a fine line between Yoda and Miss Piggy, because it's the same voice actor.
It really is Frank Oz, the
Yeah.
legendary Frank Oz. And then occasionally, you'll throw in a. That's
I
how you
think we
communicate.
I shouted that at a Wookiee at Galaxy's Edge.
You did. He waved at you. He saw that. We all did that. Remember?
A Wookiee,
Right.
like that wasn't the Chewie.
The
I
Chewie.
didn't want to assume. Could have been any Wookiee.
There are a lot of Wookiees here.
I mean, they could have just been really hairy people, dude. I mean,
It was just Mike.
Yeah, he let his hair down.
It was just the back of Mike's head, and I went.
It's Chewbacca. Oh, I mean, hi, bye.
It's high school creations.
Yeah. So 3 days a week, I'm streaming. I'm working a full-time job. Technically, last night's Hollywood Christmas Parade was only like the second event that I've really done with the 501st, but cosplay is something I just barely kind of tapped into. Kind of just taking my Star Wars fandom to a higher level than normal people. So I might as well do something with that. If I have a screen accurate, armor and cosplay, then you might as well do things like make people smile at a Christmas parade.
Sure.
So that was really cool. Obviously I collect many things, Lego being a primary thing. But yeah, no, as far as voice acting, like that would be really fun. It'd be really, really cool to get into something like that. Just more opportunities with cosplay. I think going through the 501st Avenue and knowing people in the 501st that have done some really cool things is a fun avenue. But also just through the toy and entertainment industry, obviously getting to know you guys through not even necessarily Lego. But just chopping it up with you guys in regards to just things that are nerdy, things that are geeky. I know the most exposure I have of Kevin and Yoko is chopping it up about the Bad Batch and all sorts of Disney Plus shows. So I mean, fandom and geekdom really unites a lot of people, whether it's you collect it or you
Hell yeah.
impersonate it or whatever it is. And so it's a really cool thing that's what unites all of us, that I can talk about anything that I'm passionate about, and you guys can hop into an equally passionate level about those things. So that's essentially what I base my hobbies around, is those things that are geeky and nerdy. And luckily there are people that are equally or even nerdier than I am. So
I think that that connection between all the things that we're passionate about is what enabled us to just go directly into a friendship immediately, even though we've never met before, right? Because I felt the exact same way about all these guys. I've never met any of them before in my life, but we were hanging out like we've been friends for 10 years, even though it was day one, literally. So
You're welcome.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
I'm gonna give Yoko some big window time.
Oh my God, I don't want big. Well, I did want to say it was cool when you're talking about your cosplaying, Fred. When we showed Paul Fred's Carson Teva cosplay,
Yeah.
I think Paul had actually already seen it before, but we were able to be like, that's the guy that cosplays. Like that was a fun moment, I think, for me, like being able to help make that connection. Right, that was cool.
I think Fred's the only person I've seen that cosplays as Carson Teva,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Really cool. And he gets such a kick out of that, right? Like that was cool for him, for Paul. I mean, to see that. Not to speak on his behalf, but I'm pretty sure he said that. So,
But I'm pretty sure he said that.
I'm pretty sure. Roll the tape. You have it.
Right, roll a tape. He was just like, I have one problem though. And I was like, uh-oh. He's like, he has too much hair. And I was like, come on, Paul. Come on.
You're a young Carson Teva. in
Young
the-
Carson Teva.
in
Oh,
the
I like
academy.
that. Young Carson.
Right. Yeah, no. Speaking of that, I have a buddy of mine who's painting a helmet to be the same as his in the show.
Awesome.
So as soon as that gets back to me, I do intend to submit that to the Rebel Legion as specifically Carson Teva. So this time next year, rather than me marching in a TIE pilot cosplay, it could very well be as Carson Teva instead. So
It
that's
sounds
kind of-
like a bad TV show, like Young Sheldon, but it's Young Carson, and you play like a prequel. Is it also a comedy?
Let's do it.
I would watch.
You should do it. Make it a web
I would
series.
watch that.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's Star Wars fan films on YouTube about dumber stuff. So
that is very
Apology
true.
for-
No, let's do it.
Apologize.
I'm into
But
it.
young Carson had like a channel on Twitch, and he was a streamer, and he decided to go fight.
He was a streamer on Alderaan.
A streamer all around, and then it got blown up. And he's like, I'm not gonna take this, dude. I can't. I'm gonna hop into an X-wing and blow TIE
I'm gonna
fighters
take my
up.
talents to outer space.
That's right. Forget nudo dancing. Let's shoot down some ties. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to workshop that script.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. A little
there you
bit.
go.
It'll be great.
Nice one,
But I'm
Mario.
still into it. I'm slightly less into it, but I'm still into it.
Wow. There it is. All right,
You
dude.
can help
All
out, I
right.
guess.
You know what, guys? It's that time. Your boy PanFredNoodoh gotta go.
The
So
desk
with
is
that,
standing.
without further ado, I will leave you with what the Noodle House likes to call the infamous Noodle Dance. It's been a pleasure chit-chatting with you, but your boy got to go. Got to
Better
go.
without music.
Got to
It's actually
go.
Hype.
The music's in his head. Bye, Fred.
I was throwing up those hype emotes for you.
it actually
Yeah.
is funnier without the music because it just makes you seem more ridiculous.
You
Yeah,
can still
I
see his
agree.
arm in the corner.